And now it's time to play everyone's favourite game, What's My Citizenship? With everyone's favourite host, this guy.
Now, who's ready to play? Say hello to our first contestant, Kayla!
Hi, Mum!
Now, Kayla, your first question. Are you a citizen of A, Australia, B, New Zealand, C, Canada, or D, I don't know?
It's definitely B or nothing. B.
A, Australia?
Oh, well, you're half right. Yes, Kayla, you are an Aussie, but you're also a Canadian.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that.
Yes, turns out your father was born in Canada, which means you're automatically a Canadian citizen.
Yes, just like Kayla here, it's not unusual to be born overseas or have a parent who was. And for the most part, it doesn't cause any problems. Oh, unless of course you want to work here.
The government is very confident indeed.
Over the past few weeks, quite a few politicians have found out that they're dual citizens. That means they're a citizen of two countries at the same time. One of them is the man second in charge, Deputy Prime Minister Barnaby Joyce. Mr. Joyce is an Aussie, but it turns out his dad was born in New Zealand, which means he's automatically a Kiwi too. A fact he says he had no idea about until recently. The rules on citizenship vary around the world. Some countries give them out automatically in certain situations. Others, like the US, ask you to apply, so it can be difficult to know where you stand.
So I'm a dual citizen then? What does that mean?
Well, technically you got the answer wrong, but I'm in a good mood, so let's take a look at the prizes you are entitled to as a dual citizen.
Well, our lucky winner won't need to carry a visa on their next trip to Canada because they'll be taking home 2 passports. And while they're there, they can vote, go to school, work, and much, much more.
Wow, fantastic.
Yes, but to take home your prize, you'll have to give up your dream job to become an Aussie politician.
Oh, really? Why's that?
Well, it's all because of Australia's constitution, or Section 44 to be precise. It says that you can't be elected as a politician if you have another citizenship. And if you do, you have to make sure you've given it up before being elected. The law was created more than 100 years ago to make sure Aussie MPs aren't able to be influenced by other governments.
The clock is ticking, Kayla. What's it gonna be?
Just wait a sec. Australia's pretty multicultural. Shouldn't we just change the laws?
Well, it's not that easy.
Some say the rules are outdated and that it might be time to change the constitution to allow dual citizens to be elected. But changing the constitution isn't easy. There would have to be a big national vote called a referendum. That's really expensive and they are rarely successful.
So what's it gonna be, Kayla? A career in politics or your dual citizenship?
I can't have both?
No.
All the pollies caught out so far say they didn't realise they had another citizenship, and while some have stepped down, others, including Mr. Joyce, say they'll stay in their job while the High Court decides whether or not they have to quit.
Okay, I've made my decision. I'm going to think about it.
Seriously? Well, that's all we have time for tonight, ladies and gentlemen, but join us next week when we meet a contestant with not 1, not 2, but 3 citizenships. Bye for now.